What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to the situation of Real Housewives of Atlanta. It is going down because Shamea is feeling a certain type of way. She feels like Kenya Moore is coming for Porsha and is coming for Porsha and it did Porsha dirty. And she also feels like Marlo Hampton has a hand in that situation too as well. That Marlo Hampton is supposed to have Porsha Williams back and said that she's a friend of Porsha, but she ain't acting like a friend of Porsha at the dinner table, baby. When Marlo Hampton basically said at the table that she heard sex noises, she heard lickety split, she heard something going on, and then she switched it up and said she heard, this, or she heard that, or it could be this, or it could be that. And basically Shamea is saying that that's foul. She's calling foul on Marlo Hampton, saying that Marlo Hampton is basically doing Porsha in and doing Porsha wrong. So what do you guys think about that situation? And also Shamea is talking about the situation where when Kenya Moore and Marlo Hampton made up, Marlo Hampton basically went in and told Kenya Moore that, she heard noises too as well when she was going downstairs to the refrigerator. So I was like, ooh, baby, what is going on with that situation? So it seems like it is getting ugly and Shamea is feeling a certain type of way and Marlo don't really care. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that Marlo Hampton has thrown Porsha Williams under the bus because she is cool with Kenya Moore, or was she just keying with Kenya Moore because she heard noises too, and she didn't want to make a liar out of Kenya Moore because she heard the noises? So her and Kenya Moore are friends, and they basically are touching on common ground and saying Marlo said I heard noises too. And Kandi Burruss, she jumped into the situation and she feels like Marlo was trying to protect Porsha Williams by not going around and telling people that she heard noises too. She told Kenya Moore that, but then she said at the table that she heard some sex noises when they were all at the dinner table eating, when Porsha got up and she walked away because she didn't want to be bothered with the situation. And Don Juan said Porsha shouldn't have walked away because it made her look guilty. Lord have mercy, what is going on with this situation? There's a whole lot. And we also find out that Fallon, basically she left, she bounced, she left the trip early, she left a day early, she didn't go to the bachelorette party, she wasn't around, point blank period, at all. And then one of Kandi's people from Speak On It basically said we could have had Fallon around to babysit Kenya Moore's daughter, baby Brooklyn. I was like, damn, y'all are coming for Kenya Moore's motherhood. We'd already heard Giselle, Porsha Williams, and now Kandi's friend done came for Kenya Moore. Like, what's going on? Kenya Moore done already explained to everybody that it's just her and that's it. And you see that Mark Daly don't care. He just want maintenance support. He wants spousal support. He want alimony. That's all he want. He ain't even worried about what's going on with baby Brooklyn. So you guys tell me what you think about that situation. It is going down. And Shamea was really funny too as well when she was on Speak On It with Kandi, when she said that, Kandi Burruss is acting like auntie out here in these streets. And she said when Kandi Burruss was yelling and screaming, you guys are knocking over stuff, you're breaking stuff, she was like, oh my God, that's definitely auntie. Are we hanging out with the old lady gang? I almost gagged. I was like, Shamea came through with the funniness. I was like, And also, Shamea lets us know her favorite, from Real Housewives of Atlanta, from the new cast, from the newbies, the young girls. Well, Shamea said her favorite is Sidora. So Sidora definitely gets, Shamea's vote. So it seems like Shamea is feeling, Sidora point blank period. And they also hang together and they're actually friends and they hang outside of the show. So basically she likes Sidora and she likes Fallon too, but she didn't say nothing about Latoya forever because we know she don't like Latoya forever. And Kandi Burruss lets us know that she's a Taurus and Sidora is a Taurus, and also Miss Shamea is a Taurus too as well. And Sidora and Shamea shares the same birthday. What is going on with that situation? Ooh wee, baby, it's a whole lot going on. But Shamea basically is feeling a certain type of way, and she is coming, for Kandi Burruss. Basically, she said, Kandi Burruss, you should have stayed neutral. You should have stayed neutral throughout the whole situation. You had to jump in and run your mouth. When the production asked you a question, or the producers, you said you plead the fifth. Whatever stays in the dungeon should... Whatever happens in the dungeon should stay in the dungeon. Well, Shamea is feeling like when Kandi Burruss said that Kenya Moore possibly could not be lying about the situation, this is where Shamea basically says, this is where, Kandi Burruss does not stay neutral in a situation that she was doing too much, and she just wished she would have stayed neutral. I was like, damn. And Kandi was like, Kandi Burruss is like, what am I supposed to do? Or say it's a possibility she might not be lying, and I'm not gonna make Kenya Moore look like a liar or insinuate she's a liar. She's my girl, just like Porsha Williams is your girl. Kenya Moore is my girl. So Kandi Burruss made it clear that Kenya Moore is her girl. And that's just going to be the situation. And Kandi Burruss lets us know that the reason why they caught, Latoya and Miss Porsha Williams kissing is because they decided not to block one camera, because they thought that they were not going to be and that camera's angle, but they actually was. So when Porsha Williams and Latoya started kissing, they was in the angle of that camera area where the camera was actually filming them, because they thought they wasn't going to be over there. I was like, is that by chance? Or is that for real, Kandi Burruss? What's going on? So Kandi said basically they covered all the cameras, but except for one, because they didn't think they was going to be in that location. So that's how Latoya and Porsha Williams got caught out there on the camera, because Kandi Burruss asked Shamea what was the most shocking thing to you, and she was like, the camera angles, because there was not supposed to be any cameras filming point blank period. I thought we covered and taped all the cameras, but they didn't. There was one left open, and I wonder if that was planned for that to be left open like that. I was like, Lord have mercy, it is really happening. It is going down. And Shamea basically is just feeling like Kandi, is doing too much, and she's really representing Kenya Moore too much, and basically throwing Porsha Williams under the bus. It is what it is. And that's how Shamea feels. She feels like, Porsha's being thrown under the bus. And then also, Shamea wanted to address the situation where, people were saying that Shamea threw, Porsha Williams under the bus because she implied that Kenya Moore was talking about her and Tanya Sams. It didn't take it, all of us knew who Kenya Moore was talking about, because she said she heard noises in the room, and she heard Porsha, she heard a guy, and also she heard a female voice, and she heard like a man and a woman doing it, giving each other directions of how to do it, when to do it, and blase a third. So Shamea went back into the room to tell Porsha and Tanya Sams that Kenya Moore is implying that you guys were doing something. And because she put two to two together, we all knew who Kenya Moore was talking about. Kenya Moore knew that, we all knew that she was talking about Porsha, by the mannerism, by the body language, and about what she said too as well. And so also Shamea came out and said, I don't know why they're trying to make it a big deal that Tanya Sams did something wrong, that Tanya Sams blew up the spot, because that's not what happened. Tanya Sams did not blow up the spot, because when it comes to Shamea is basically saying, when it comes to Tanya, that Tanya told everybody downstairs in the kitchen, not last episode, but the episode before that she was actually slept in Porsha's room and they had snacks. And that is exactly the same thing Porsha Williams, said on the chat room tonight, yesterday night. So what do you guys think about that situation? And Kandi Burruss said no. The mystery was who was in the room with Porsha. Everybody knew it was Tanya, because Shamea said she went to bed early. Cynthia said she went to bed by herself. Latoya said that she jumped on Instagram Live, and that's what she did. You know what I mean? So you got that situation. And Kandi Burruss said she went to sleep, and Marlo Hampton said she was in her room and she slept by herself. So who was the other person? It was Tanya Sims. It wasn't talking about anybody else. And Shamea knew it wasn't her, so she knew that she's implying that it was Tanya Sims and Porsha Williams getting it on, because she went down, she did her investigation to find out that the only person that she didn't know where they slept at was Tanya Sims, because everybody told Kenya Moore where they slept when they went to bed early and everything. And also, when it comes to Shamea, she said, thank God that it was Porsha Williams and Latoya getting caught on camera, because they're both very honest. And then that's when Kandi jumped in and said, no, Latoya was not honest, because when Kenya Moore asked her who did she make out with, who did she kiss, Latoya said nobody. So so basically Kandi Burruss is saying Latoya wasn't honest about the situation, point blank, period. Lord have mercy. So you guys tell me what you think about that situation. And also Shamea was doing a huge job basically protecting Porsha, trying to make it seem like Porsha didn't do anything wrong. Porsha didn't do anything wrong. If she wants to give it up free, drop it like it's hot, go chase waterfalls and have fun with Bolo, that's her business, because she is single, allegedly, that she's not with Dennis McKinley, but also she is a grown woman and she could do what she want to do. Tanya Sims is the one with the fiance, and basically that's just the situation. So you guys let me know what you think about that. But it seems like Kandi Burruss, she started cussing and swearing and everything on, speak on it, because she was being called out by Shamea. Shamea was like, yo, why did you have to say something? Like, why do you have to say that Kenya Moore possibly is not lying? And Kandi Burruss like, that's my girl. I gotta defend her. I'm not gonna lie for nobody. Kandi Burruss says she ain't gonna lie for nobody. She's the only person that she would lie for. Somebody's her road dog. Somebody that been back with her when she grew up in the paint, way back. Somebody that, she'll ride and die with. Not just a casual friend that she gonna sit up there and lie for. So basically, Kandi Burruss is saying that she is not going to lie for Kenya Moore, because her and Kenya Moore ain't besties like that. Like, they didn't grow up in the paint together. They didn't grow up in the mud together. They didn't do none of that together, basically. So that's the situation with that. And also, Kandi Burruss, she defended, Marlo Hampton. Kandi Burruss was basically like, yo, listen, Marlo just had that conversation with Kenya Moore. She could have run around and said this, and she could have went around and said that, and saying that she did hear noises, she did hear things, but she didn't. She didn't say anything, because this is when, Marlo Hampton was basically telling Kandi Burruss she should have got a NDA, had these ladies sign a non-disclosure agreement, because Kenya Moore was going around doing an investigation, and Marlo wasn't too pleased with that. And so Kandi Burruss is basically saying if Marlo wanted to go against Porsha and throw her under the bus, she would have told everybody she heard the noises, but Marlo eventually did. But what Shamea is saying is that Marlo Hampton went around the house and had conversations with everybody, asking people things, asking people questions, talking about the situation, act like she was oblivious to the situation, that Marlo Hampton did not know anything that was going on. And in actuality, Marlo Hampton did know what's going on, because as soon as she, came to the realization, of something, and she had some info, she basically said, she did hear it. She did hear noises, and she told Kenya Moore that she heard noises too as well. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was like, So Kandi is doing her best to defend Marlo Hampton. Is Marlo Hampton being shady towards Porsha Williams? Because Shamea is saying that she was walking around like she didn't know anything, and all of a sudden she's talking about the dinner table sex parties and noises and all this other stuff. So what's going on with Marlo Hampton? Is Marlo Hampton feeling a certain type of way about Porsha, or she feels that she wants to, get closer to Kenya Moore? And then also, Kandi Burruss said that, Marlo Hampton gained a friend, but she also lost a friend at the same damn time. So basically, Kandi is confirming that Marlo Hampton and Porsha Williams are no longer friends, or for that season, maybe they made up. But Porsha Williams did say that she had a problem with Marlo Hampton for half the season. So you guys tell me what you think about that situation. Yes, the shade was quick. The shade was fast all day. And Shamea basically was doing anything and everything to make sure that, you know, she defend Porsha and people don't assume that Porsha was in the room with Bolo, because at this point, Kandi, Don Juan, and Shamea acting like they have no idea where you know Bolo was, where Bolo was sleeping, where Bolo was at. Bolo was in a bedroom. He was in a room with one of the ladies. Bolo had a hotel. Bolo had a car service to pick him up. Bolo had transportation. He had a place to sleep. He did not have to sleep in that house if he didn't want to, because when you listen to Don Juan said he had to pay Bolo up to 7:00 a.m. because he was on the clock. So Bolo was getting paid to do what he do when it comes to, you know, Porsha Williams and Tanya Sams. So basically, Kandi Burruss paid for Bolo to satisfy Porsha Williams and Tanya Sams, Latoya, and also Miss Sidora. You know, the ladies that stayed a little bit late. And also Shamea, they was watching. And when it comes to, you know, Cynthia Bailey, she was watching too as well. She was over to the side looking. So basically, Kandi Burruss paid for Bolo to sleep over and sleep with the ladies allegedly at the crib. So I know damn well Kandi Burruss called up Mr. Bolo and was like, Bolo, what you do all night? Where were you at? I'm paying you up to 7:00. I got a hotel room you didn't sleep in. I got a car service that been on hold waiting for you. I know Kandi Burruss got the info and got the drop from Bolo. She is making Bolo career pop, bringing him on this show, bringing him on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and all the ladies gagging over him and talking about what he got. Andy Conan, he's all in the situation. He's amazed by Bolo. So I know damn well Bolo told Kandi Burruss, but Kandi Burruss ain't gonna say nothing either, because if Bolo is out here speaking about what he do with the ladies, some ladies are going to move on to somebody else. You know, that ain't gonna tell, because nobody likes anybody that kiss and tell, because loose lips sank shits, baby. But thank God Porsha shipped it and sank, because she is single allegedly. But I know Dennis McKinley was upset. Tanya Sams is the one that got the man that is probably, you know, on shaky ground right now. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. And basically Shamea was like, you know, people had to confirm that he stayed to 7 a.m. and you had that conversation with Don Juan. And also, you know, Shamea was basically, she felt like a certain type of way that Don Juan, you know, was actually making fun of, you know, Porsha Williams, basically saying he said he had that he had that old justice. He had the justice, you know, snatch. He also said Bolo knows Porsha for real. And also Bolo, OnlyFans special edition, you know. Sister Soldier, some situation like that. So, you know, Shamea was feeling a certain type of way when she saw Don Juan basically making them jokes about the situation. And Kandi Burruss said when Don Juan made that joke that Porsha Williams has that justice snatch, I was like, Lord have mercy, it is going down with that situation all day, every day. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. And also, you know, when Kandi Burruss said Tanya time, you know, and you know, Don Juan was making all these names about Porsha and, you know, Porsha and Bolo with the situation, basically saying OnlyFans social justice edition. Like, Lord have mercy. He said social justice snatch, bolo time. And Kandi Burruss was like, yo, she wanted to crawl under the table, but then she got into it and she said Tanya time. And basically, Shamea is saying, like, you better chill out with that situation before you get beat up, Don Juan. Don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash, because Shamea was feeling a certain type of way. She was going hard. She was going hard, for Porsha. I have never seen Porsha go that hard for her, but it is what it is with that situation. Oh man, it kind of got intense where Kandi Burruss was feeling like, damn, like, what did I do wrong? And Kandi Burruss is basically feeling like she did wrong, and Shamea is basically telling her, she should have said, well, Kenya Moore could be telling the truth. Kenya Moore could be lying. She should have left it open like that, because basically Shamea is saying that Kandi Burruss gave more validity to Kenya Moore and her story about hearing the noises in the room. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was like, It's going all the way down, and Shamea is feeling a certain type of way, and she's coming all the way through defending her girl. And Marlo Hampton is just handling her business. It is what it is. But you can tell that Kandi Burruss took it a little personal, because she's just like, she did try to stay neutral, but she wants to give her opinion and talk on the show too as well. Like, her mouth ain't glued up. It ain't glued shut. She can give her opinion. And plus, she said Kenya Moore is not a liar. Just like, Porsha Williams, just like Shamea is writing hard for Porsha Williams, she's writing hard for Kenya Moore. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was like, Lord, it is going down. And, Shamea is feeling a whole type of way. And, she's calling out Marlo, saying Marlo is shady. Marlo is not a friend, to Porsha. And basically they talk about Tanya Sams too as well. That Tanya Sams just bounced. She left, and you're never going to see Tanya again. But also, Shamea mentioned that when it comes to Marlo Hampton is going to be doing an investigation on her own and herself, and she's going to be calling out Porsha Williams. So we're going to see how this plays out.